Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We're here with the final mission before the new conference, Battle for Bavaria. It's January the 7th, 1945. With the assault on the Ruhr underway, SHAEF decides to launch numerous large-scale assaults across the Upper Rhine. Successful crossings will allow the Allies to effectively employ fresh divisions and force the Germans to divert its precious few reserves. This will be tough because we don't have assault river crossing. Although we got through the historical route in crossing the Rhine just fine. So yeah, let's hope that things will go our way here too. Because otherwise we're gonna have a problem. We have been stuck here behind this damn river. I almost want to do this with a different voice, but we've been stuck here behind this damn river for too long, where our allies to the north reap all the glory, but no more. Something like that. SHAEF has finally ordered us into the offensive. Your first and most difficult task will be to cross the Rhine River in force. Once achieved, your orders are to run wild into Germany itself. Nuremberg turns 7, just like Kassel, Stuttgart, München as well. Frankfurt am Main on turn 3, just like Mannheim, but this seems a lot more challenging to take on Frankfurt. And Schweinfurt also on turn 9. Right, the first things that I usually look for in a map such as this is the rail lines, because they're very important for supplies. So I would say that this line here is going to be very important because it runs through the center of the map and subsequently further towards Nuremberg and München, which are the furthest locations. There's technically this rail line here too, but that will take a lot longer to clear up because these are the objectives that we need to take early, so we're gonna have to start our advance from this area as well. And that means that this rail line is going to be super important. It wouldn't surprise, and that's probably also why we need to take Schweinfurt, and it wouldn't surprise me if they have a unit in Würzburg as well, because holding this blocks our entire advance all through the south. That's pretty rough. The second thing that seems problematic is taking Mannheim. Yeah, because that's just if this is probably just as strong a unit as at Aachen, which was also very tough not to crack, and this time it's behind the river, so we'll have even more difficulty of it. They can't be cut off because they'll get supplies from down there. And we'll need a mix of units from both 3rd and 7th Division. Or Army, not Division, sorry. Both 3rd and 7th Army, and then use the... or try to get as many of these feint attacks in as possible. Alright, let's... start over here and do some of these upgrades and stuff. So first of all, let's give you these reserves. I also seem to start running out of specialist steps. There are a limited amount that are available generally, and we're running out, basically. This is also a bit of a problematic position to be in, because if we take a look at the position in detail, the HQ cannot go over the mountains, so if going from here to here, like, that's impossible. So the HQ cannot cross from this hex down into this region. So I need to basically capture this region with these forces in order to even get to the other side. That's something that we saw in the historical mission as well, that it's a very problematic position to be in. It's a real bottleneck. Also, this is an unprotected bridge. They can just walk in here and cut off all these units down in the south. That is not a good tactical decision. We'll have to just rectify that. That is not good. Wow. You wouldn't think that they would leave something like that unguarded. So, oh hey, there's a bridge across the Rhine. Let's not defend it. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it's not me. So this is the third army. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They would definitely be too late. You're a veteran. Okay, so first of all, let's actually do. Wait. I need to take the Rangers and the Engineers, because the Rangers are very powerful in their attack and defense. And then the Engineers will be able to negate entrenchment shift. I wonder actually if having double Engineers work, like if it would negate double entrenchment shift. Because they are also double entrenched. So, like, I've never actually tried that, to have double Engineers on a unit, and that might negate double engineering, double entrenchment. It certainly gives food for thought. And even though you're part of the 7, these are regulars. You're already elite, but you definitely don't need that M10. Do need these. No, that's fine. The thing is just that these guys don't really need all of that, because they're just gonna sit there anyway. Let's give him that additional armor step. Like, I'm just dishing this out wherever I can, I suppose. And I've, like, literally no... Well, you can get M10s. I guess it's something. Supplies. Let's take a look. We probably get to remove that though. And that. Let's move these very close to this area. Get no reinforcements. I mean, just the AVU is armored, and they also get hardly any reinforcements. Alright then, here we go. First of all, what I want to do is I want to get at that river crossing, so let's do suppressive fire. I mean, I really don't see how you can possibly do this without assault river crossing at this stage. Although, if you have these carts, that also works. But, yeah, like, I really don't see how that's gonna work otherwise. So, we secured the river crossing. Let's widen that breach. Alright, let's actually go here first. Just see how far we can get. Further up north. Good, then I can cross. Yeah, let's do that there, so that these guys can actually move in here and hold that position. 4-0. Wow. Are you also greens? No. But it seems like the combination with M10s is actually better than this combination. Although I think it's because the artillery doesn't do a whole lot here. That's super lucky for these guys that they get to become regulars this way, though. Yeah, I'll have to flush them out, potentially. Alright, this already doesn't cover it, so I'm just gonna remove that for now and move the HQ over here. Now, it doesn't cover these guys anymore, but at least the HQ cannot be cut off at this point, and I'll put a new supply depot at Freiburg. So that means we do still have our air attack left for this this turn. Yep, I do. Let's do some scouting, because if I'm gonna spot some enemy units and be halted, that would be unfortunate, to say the least. This is actually very tricky. So that doesn't help super much, but at least it gets rid of... at least it allows me to cross the river effectively here. And then I can potentially attack there, and they're in a city. Right. You can't go any further than Mainz. You can go in here. Oh, that's... Take a little bit better note of where I'm gonna put my units. So... practically similar. This is mountains, hills, mountains. I think moving out for them is always going to be a problem. Might be able to push them back, and I did. Don't know. I mean, it's a bit too late for that. Probably should have done that earlier. But even these guys might still be able to get that, get them a little bit lower in entrenchment. So let's get these guys moving as well wherever they can. Yeah, I'm not gonna get more positions across the river, so I might just as well use these. Actually going to use rear guard on you guys. I have a fake sensation they might attack it, but you can never be sure about that. It's the only river crossing that I need to protect there. And this is the 7th Army, yeah. Okay. Seems like we're all set. Except for the supplies. Could already... Let's see. Yeah, I can already put one here. Why not? That at least keeps some of them in supply. And let's see, you're a regular. You better have these elites go down. Alright, it's very crowded in there again, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Moving out, huh? Oh no, they're just moving north. So what if you do this? Only 25% chance. I mean, they're not the best composition that I've ever seen, but... now. Yeah, the problem is that as long as there are forces here too, these guys will not get supplies properly. But another problem that I'm facing in here is that, yeah, I'm gonna get blocked at Karlsruhe anyway. Like, I can't. I might be able to break through there, but it's not looking very amazing at the moment. Well, I wasn't gonna get a whole lot further anyway. Right, let's put you up here. This is a veteran, okay. Let's put them there for now, and basically these guys are only there in order to make sure that I don't get cut off here, because going through here is not super useful. Might just as well abandon that then, if I'm gonna go up anyway. Bit of change of plans. Ah well. Might go through here, but down here there's nothing for me there. And these guys are in the woods. Let's see how the German supply runs. I can actually cut off the enemy forces over here. For a second turn. Or at least the tanks for a second turn. And I think that is probably well worth it. Removing that enemy HQ also means they get to destroy less bridges. In fact, they only have the AOK 19 right now, which can only do things out here, so they cannot actually destroy those bridges up there, I think. I'm not so sure anymore how that works, whether the AI needs to have an HQ close to that. Kind of forgot. That's not a very smart thing to do. Oh, you're a regular. I thought these were veterans. I need these lead guys down there. They'll be out of it for 2 turns. Right, that's... They cannot no longer attack. So they are not super worrisome. How am I gonna tackle this? %, as well is way too low. Let's start here though. Even if I only remove a few steps now, that will still make it easier for me later on. That Yak Panther is also quite in the way. I will have to suppress 2 more steps before I get there. And I need this unit at the very least in weakened state. Now, placing you there is not necessarily the most amazing. But I can see myself putting these guys in here. That's not too bad. Let's get you in there for now. Like I said, these guys at the very least cannot attack anyway. Oh, I thought that would remove the Yacht Panther step. Well, he's dead now. Serves me right. Okay, how many more do I have? 3rd Army has none. 7th Army could still do 1. That would remove 4. They get back 3. That's not necessarily the most useful. Do I have a unit or tank from 7th that can still move out? These guys can. Okay, then that actually works. Let's get you along the road. And then these guys in here. Now, this is all done. So we only have things up here to deal with. You're a regular, you're a veteran. Yeah, basically the goal for these guys is, yeah, see, they do have units over here and over here. I was already afraid of that. It's a bit strange that these trucks will be available in 2 turns. Did some of my trucks get taken? Well, I took them from Freiburg, but apparently that makes them come back a lot later. Alright, I have enough armor here from 3rd and 7th to clear that out if necessary. Which means that I'll have these armored units move forward. Okay. I mean, this is hardly any use anywhere for now. I'm reluctant to move those this turn because I actually need them at full capacity on Mannheim. Oh, the next turn, the AOK one, huh? Wonder if it can be used immediately. I don't think so. Gonna have to retreat also again back there with those. Yeah. Can't allow them to retake Freiburg. Okay, that removes that threat. Can take those prisoners. Bit of a bummer that they tried to get in there again. Let's take that. You're part of the first. Okay, so if I go in here, can you move slightly further? No, that's the tough part as well. And you can't move through down there. I'm gonna have to think about what I can do with these two. I could technically move them up, but that takes very long. Whereas if I could be these guys, then they can move through, and getting to Stuttgart would be a lot easier then. But we'll see. First, this. They also have supplies through there, so going in here is not necessarily very useful. One shot. Let's actually move you to the side. Still 1-1, but 70% retreat right now. This is the Third Army. Gotcha. It's the first, now the second. That almost worked. But we'll get there. I'm gonna move these units over to Kassel. They're part of third. So I'm gonna need to move the third up and then the seventh. Let's actually take a look of which most of the armor is. 7, 7, third, 7. So let's try to get the third up. Okay, so both the 7 and the third have no more slots. Kinda sucks, but has to be done. Is that bridge destroyed? I mean, you can get in there. It's not as if I cannot take it, but kind of wanted to move in there with like an infantry. But oh, you can. Okay, well, I might just as well then if I'm gonna get a new one. They'll probably serve me well though. Alright, so all the units in here will be cut off for a second turn. Can I get to Fulda? Because it might actually be worth it to do it this way. Because otherwise they're gonna get cut off on this side. Okay, let's keep going. Because now, if they're gonna get their supplies still from up here. But no longer. So I think both of them are now cut off, indeed. And that's quite important. It will be tough to defeat these guys, but if I at least get them cut off from this turn, that will help significantly. Another thing that I really need to do is cut off this here rail line. But I could probably only get to Augsburg. Potentially. Any which way, I will try to raise there as fast as possible. And also utilize the troops that I have left here. Okay, none of you can move. None of these. So they're kind of stuck in that regard. Let's take a look at the supply. Yeah, let's keep this one for now because I'll get 2 on the next turn anyway. How about your supply? You're still out of it. Might actually need to put a new supply hex here too. So what was gonna get cut off? You for 2 turns? Yeah, that's kind of bad. Let's move the 3rd in here. And 7th in here. So my units are covered. And let's end the turn. They could still go in through here and cut me off. But they'll be out of supply for 3 turns. We'll see. Okay, first, crossing there seems to be out any which way. That's very, very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. And then the overrun too. Man, seems like I have all the luck. Alright, let's not attack here because I think they would be too weak, and I think these guys might actually counterattack anyway. Maybe I will if I use the air attack and that works out, but we'll see. I might actually be able, let's take a look, to get into the hex behind them and then cut them off because they get their supplies from that particular hex. So I think that if I get on there, they'll be cut off. That'll be quite useful. What's also useful is that they put this here for me. I wonder why. I mean, I'll gladly take that, don't get me wrong. Okay, especially the regulars. I want them to get some experience here. Well, they can. So the units that have no combat experience, it's no use sending them further down, and I can't get all of my units. I or give truck movement to all of my units any which way. Nuremberg is empty. Wow. Let's actually take a look though, because if I... They're turn 5, they're gonna get cut off. So turn 6, 7, yeah, they will have... Yeah, okay. So that's not good enough yet. And it does mean that I'm gonna need to send another unit of 3rd Army up, possibly. Let's do that. But there are also gonna be several units of 3rd Army going down south. Also, I need to attack that area because I need to clear it, so... I need 1 unit here for now. And 1 up here. Oh, you have to go around all the way. Which units? These two. Let's just move up enough now to support that. And even if I cannot use certain things immediately, I think it's for the best this way. Okay, I'm gonna go for the grand prize of immediately getting to München. You're cut off for now, but I can extend that. Okay, well, that didn't work. It was the last thing that I could do, potentially. Never mind then. You and up, you up, you and there. Like I said, just guard Freiburg, they'll be in supply. And I can get rid of this one. And I'm not gonna go through here, there. That AOK 19 can rot there for all I care. Yeah, that's good. Fine. No thanks. Really no need to do that. And that's it for this turn, I think. And if not, too bad. Oh, they did have another unit out there. Yeah, you're a bit too late with trying to destroy bridges, man. Just a little bit too late. Get you in there. Stuttgart is not a target for now. Let's do that at the end, though. Right, problem. Well, like I said, this should cut them off. Is that guy? For now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put suppressive fire on them and then move in here. So these guys are not gonna get those steps back, and that makes them already slightly less vulnerable, or slightly less damaging. To say that it's quite nice to have these guys go from 0 to hero in such a short amount of time. Can I move you a bit? Because these will be quite useless. I want to get those units that will not be super effective out there anyway. Okay, so currently supplies. There is one other potential rail line that I could use to get through here, which is this one. It's worth investigating. I don't know whether there are any units in there specifically. Does work. Supposedly, if it's undisturbed. Oh, they destroyed that bridge. Okay, well, they will likely disrupt it by moving in through here. Actually, maybe not even. And these two are also cut off now. No, that's not good enough. Okay, so okay, some German armor. For now, I'm gonna put it here, and then we'll see how that goes. They will probably cut this off, but let's get into there proper. I'm not, well, not necessarily skeptical, but alright, so on turn 6 I can take that. 3 infantry down there. Actually, let's move you up. So I have 2 infantry and the armored unit there, and 3 infantry down there. They'll both be cut off for enough turns that I can allow these units to move through. Further ahead towards München. Yeah. I mean, let's... That's quite unfortunate, because that's going to be some serious fighting that I'm going to have to do. Getting infantry there by turn 8 is very unlikely. Yeah, very unlikely either which way. Out of range of 7th. We'll fix that on the next turn. Okay, what can I still do? You're part of the 7th. Let's get a move on. It would be problematic for them to move through there. End the turn. Yeah, they did break it, unsurprisingly. So let's make sure we can reconnect it. And they cannot disturb it this time. At least that's what we should strive for. Although, I personally think that from this turn we'll also be able to get it through there, so it... shouldn't be a problem pushing, eh? Okay, there we are. So now we'll also get the supplies through the northern area. Right. Finish you off. Can move you further ahead. It's a shame I cannot fight with them now, but how am I ever gonna get there on turn 8? Ah, gee. Cut off, huh? Oh, you're gonna pay for that. Okay, they'll be back in supply on the next turn, and these guys should also be on the rail. So they can't attack this turn, but we also left a retreat path open for them. So I have full confidence that we can take Kassel on the next turn. Wow. Sucks. Oh well. Okay. Let's start getting these guys moving. They don't have super much to contribute except, you know, clear out these last few units. They're cut off at Ulm and there too. So there ain't much they can do any which way. Don't think it will contribute that much, but also out of range. Okay, well they should be in supply now. And they cannot go around to cut me off. Okay. Only thing I can do now is drop a supply point. Okay, this is security division. Not really a very big problem. It's really a shame that they haven't recovered. Because that kind of hurts losing those engineers. It's always unfortunate. But they were just too slow in recovering that. I really needed either I needed that set piece or a feint attack at the very least, but wasn't meant to be. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, you can repair that. Okay, sure. Why not? They'll destroy it again, unless I do this. Then I can cross. I might potentially help out some. You'll take that on the next turn, or you can do it now. Okay, there's still some stragglers out there that I need to grab. Let's not allow them to harass me. Keep attacking. They can't fight back anymore anyway. This unit might become a problem, but we have multiple supply lines running through there now. Alright, one other thing that I also need to do, well, that actually doesn't work at all. The one good thing about it is that it's a green unit. You're from third, so you don't get to use any specialist attack. You can support that. That's good. You can also do such an attack. Ah, it's outside of range. Too bad. I'm not gonna use an air attack and risk this city getting in ruins. That would be a mistake. They're part of third, but you never know, it might actually still be useful. Okay. First, there. Second one. And a fourth. Cost me another engineering step. Seems to happen often lately. But it's well worth it. Let's go for a better score. We still have one turn left after this. So we can still rack up those points. Make sure units are on the railroad and such so that they don't get out of supply out of nowhere. Oh, no, no. Let's move up here. Alright, that should go on the next turn. Protect the objectives. Nuremberg, Kassel, Stuttgart, and München. Last turn. Yeah, let's continue, of course. Pershing is just +4 armor and 12 attack, 9 defense. Wow. Impressive. Wow. That didn't turn out so well for me. Now I can't attack them anymore. Didn't expect that to be Such a paltry outcome then. Oh well. Those units cease to be an effective fighting force. And that's it. Oh yeah. Come on. I tried. Oh well. Never mind. We got the objectives. And we got it on time, so I'm not displeased. Not at all. Right. I will end it here. I want to thank you for watching. I will meet you all in the next episode. We'll do the conference then as well. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, and see you next time. Bye-bye.